The Patimokkha is a set of rules or precepts that govern the conduct and discipline of monastic practitioners in Buddhism. It is a fundamental code of ethics followed by monks and nuns. In the Theravada tradition, the Patimokkha consists of specific guidelines and prohibitions that regulate the behavior and interactions of monastics. The origin of the Patimokkha can be traced back to the time of the Buddha. It is said that the Buddha established these rules to provide a framework for the ethical conduct and discipline of the monastic sangha community. The rules cover a wide range of behaviors, including rules related to proper conduct, interactions with lay people, the use of material possessions, and personal conduct. The main purpose of the Patimokkha is to create a harmonious and virtuous monastic community. By adhering to these rules, monks and nuns aim to cultivate a life of simplicity, mindfulness, and moral purity. The Patimokkha serves as a guideline for maintaining ethical conduct, minimizing conflicts within the monastic order, and fostering an environment conducive to spiritual growth and meditation. The Patimokkha consists of various rules, categorized into different groups based on the severity of the offense and the necessary consequences. Monastics gather regularly to recite the rules, confess any transgressions, and seek guidance from the community on matters related to the rules. The Patimokkha consists of a varying number of rules, depending on the particular tradition and sub-school within Theravada Buddhism. The basic Patimokkha for monks contains 227 rules. Patimokkha Kamma, grouped into several categories, while the Patimokkha for nuns contains 311 rules. These rules cover a wide range of aspects, including ethical conduct, proper etiquette, dress, personal belongings, use of resources, and the cultivation of mindfulness and virtue. Here are some details about the rules and precepts of the Patimokkha. For defeatist rules, parajika. These are the most serious offences that lead to expulsion from the monastic order without possibility of reordination. They include rules against intentional killing, stealing, sexual intercourse, and falsely claiming to have achieved a high spiritual state. 13 rules of offence with confession, sanghadisesa. Transgressions of these rules require formal confession to the sangha monastic community and may result in temporary suspension or other disciplinary measures. Examples include using unpermitted money, falsely claiming superhuman abilities, consuming food at inappropriate times, or engaging in sexual misconduct. 2 rules of suspension, aniyata. These rules concern offences that require a monk to undergo suspension from the monastic community and are decided by a majority vote of the sangha. The offences relate to engaging in sensuous behaviour or causing harm through deceit or divisive speech. 30 rules of non-offence, nisojjapasatiya. These rules involve offences that do not require confession or formal consequences. They mainly pertain to unintentional breaches of monastic etiquette and property management. These offences are considered less severe and require only the returning or forfeiture of certain items. Examples include possessing unpermitted gold or silver, using a robe that belongs to another monk, or using valuable items without permission. 92 rules of grave offence, pasatiya. These offences cover a wide range of actions, and their severity varies. They include minor violations of monastic etiquette and more significant matters, like sitting or lying down on a high seat, accepting and concealing gold or silver, misusing requisites or engaging in improper conduct. 4 rules for reconciliation, patidasaniya. These rules concern offences that, if confessed, allow for reconciliation after specific procedures are followed. 75 rules of exhortation, sekya. These are training rules that cover various aspects of monastic conduct, including proper behavior during alms rounds, etiquette for entering, leaving dwellings, and guidelines for using requisites and self-discipline. While not as serious as other offenses, adhering to these rules helps maintain a harmonious and mindful monastic community. 7 Rules of Transgression, Adhikara Samatha. These rules outline procedures for resolving disputes, clarifying offenses, and managing disciplinary matters within the monastic community. The Patimokkha is recited regularly in formal gatherings of monks and nuns, such as the Uposatha ceremony, during which they reaffirm their commitment to ethical conduct and monastic discipline. The rules help maintain a harmonious and ethical monastic community, while supporting the monks and nuns in their pursuit of spiritual growth and enlightenment. The Patimokkha is traditionally recited in a formal assembly of monastics held on the Uposatha day, which is the day of the lunar calendar, dedicated to communal practice and confession. During this assembly, each rule is recited, and monastics confess any transgressions committed since the previous recitation. During the Uposatha ceremony, monks and nuns assemble in a designated area, often a shrine room or a designated place within the monastery. The senior monk or designated leader leads the recitation of the rules. The Patimokkha rules are recited one by one, with the leader reciting each rule in Pali, the language of the Theravada scriptures, and the monastic community responding by acknowledging their commitment to uphold the rules. The recitation serves as a reminder of the ethical guidelines and fosters a sense of unity among the monastics. After the recitation of each rule, any monastic who has transgressed the particular rule since the last Uposatha ceremony is required to confess their offense to the Sangha. Monastic community. The purpose of confession is to acknowledge the breach of ethical conduct and seek purification. The monastic community responds to each confession with a resolution, often reciting a formula that expresses forgiveness and a commitment to support the monastic in their efforts to uphold the rules in the future. If there are any questions or uncertainties about the rules, the Sangha may discuss and clarify matters during the Uposatha ceremony. This is also an opportunity for senior monks to offer guidance to junior monks and nuns. The Uposatha ceremony serves as a time of reflection and renewal of commitment to the monastic discipline. It reinforces the importance of ethical conduct, mindfulness, and personal growth on the path to enlightenment. While the Patimokkha provides guidelines for individual monastics, it also emphasizes the collective responsibility of the monastic community in upholding and enforcing ethical conduct. Monastics are encouraged to support each other in maintaining moral discipline and to address any transgressions or breaches of the rules through appropriate procedures. Both individual and community responsibilities play a crucial role in upholding the Patimokkha rules within the Theravada Buddhist monastic community. Each monk or nun is responsible for individually adhering to the Patimokkha rules. This includes understanding the rules, internalizing their purpose, and practicing self-discipline to avoid transgressions. Monastics are expected to cultivate mindfulness in their actions, speech, and thoughts, ensuring that their behavior aligns with the ethical guidelines outlined in the Patimokkha. If an individual monk or nun transgresses a rule, it is their responsibility to acknowledge the offense, confess it during the Uposatha ceremony, and seek reconciliation with the Sangha. Monastics are encouraged to use the Patimokkha as a tool for personal growth and transformation. Adhering to the rules helps them overcome unwholesome habits and develop virtues that support their spiritual progress. Senior monks play a crucial role in guiding and mentoring junior monks and nuns on the Patimokkha rules. They offer advice, clarify doubts, and provide insights into the proper application of the rules. The monastic community collectively participates in decisions related to disciplinary matters, such as determining the consequences for offences, or deciding on suspensions or reconciliations. During the Uposatha ceremony, the entire monastic community recites the Patimokkha rules together. This shared practice reinforces the commitment to ethical conduct and encourages mutual accountability. The Sangha is responsible for listening to confessions, offering forgiveness, and ensuring that appropriate steps are taken for reconciliation. When an offence is confessed, the community's collective adherence to the Patimokkha rules fosters an atmosphere of harmony, respect, and shared commitment to the path of awakening. The community as a whole plays a role in educating newer members about the Patimokkha rules and their significance within the monastic tradition. The Patimokkha is specifically intended for monastic practitioners and does not directly apply to lay followers. Lay practitioners, however, are encouraged to follow a set of precepts known as the 5 precepts, or the 8 precepts as a guide to ethical conduct. The Patimokkha reflects the emphasis on moral conduct and discipline within the monastic tradition of Buddhism. By observing these guidelines, monastics aim to cultivate purity of mind, harmonious community life, and a foundation for the practice of meditation and the realization of liberation